Okay. Okay, get this shit. Damn. Oh, hell. Man, it's going to do for now until maybe fix that. Got cords and shit everywhere. It's all up in my way. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? Good afternoon to all of you. Morning / afternoon, where you at in the time zone that you're on. Somebody will be so kind, let me know that you can hear me. Go ahead and get this started. Yeah, somebody let me know. Why is this thing not? Hell. Okay. So look like this computer might have froze up. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Hold on. Get this damn thing freeze up. There you go. All right, look like I got this straight. Okay. Change and all right. I got one person said the mic check is good. Okay. Apparently notifications ain't going now because only 10 people in the room. Oh, that's sad. Okay. That is real sad. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Can y'all do me that much? Let me know. Okay, all of y'all hear me. Hey, what's going on, Tina? What's going on? Okay. All right. Well, I guess people slow to start coming in. Who knows? Anyway, though, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. So the crazy thing about this is I don't remember somebody said in my live chat or did somebody said in my comment section, but I remember somebody saying, could this have something to do with the eclipse or whatnot? And now my mind wasn't even thinking about nothing like that, about why the eclipse would have anything to do with this, but kind of find out it did. It had a lot to play in it because this woman was a known person as astrology. I guess that's how you say it. She was into astrology. I really don't know what the hell that is. I guess that's something like something in the same realm of conspiracy theory or whatnot. I'm not the one to get into all this shit. I don't know if it made people go do shit like this, Lord knows I want to stay far away from it as I can, but apparently she was highly into it and she felt like that the eclipse was, I guess, a plague to America or whatnot, and I guess this is what kind of spun everything around, what caused all this to happen, you know. Um and when I saw that, I was like, wow, really? And then after hearing that, I'm hearing that a lot of people was talking about the eclipse, how they feel like it was going to have an effect on America, how it's going to have an effect on everybody. I'm hearing where people claiming they got sick from it, all this stuff. Like, I ain't heard no shit like that before, you know. But hey, well, if you believe what you believe, I guess. But you know, sometimes you just gotta look at shit and just be like, what's really going on? You know, is this what you really believe, or you just saying shit just to be saying it to get the attention? You know, is your mindset you crazy or what? I don't know. But what I'm reading right here, it's saying that she was upset at the eclipse. She was disturbed by the eclipse. Okay, they ain't gonna let me read that one, so I'm gonna go to another one. They're not gonna let me read that one. I gotta go to another one. Okay, yeah, they say she posted about the eclipse, apocalypse on social media in the days leading up to the murder-suicide. She was posting about it. She called it the epitome of spiritual warfare. That's what she called it. Okay. Again, she was concerned about it and the apocalypse. She was apparently a popular astrology influencer with more than 100,000 followers on Twitter. She went by Mystic Lipstick and described herself as a divine healer and astrologer. And this is one of the posts that she left. The eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. Get your protection on and your heart in the right place. The world is very obviously changing right now. And if you ever needed to pick a side, the time to do in your life is now. Stay strong. You got this. Now, besides the eclipse thing, talking about being an epitome, you know, I guess I had to understand exactly where she was coming from. She said that. But what she said right there after that, you know, hey, I totally agree because I've been saying that for the longest, you know, it's coming a time now that, you know, hey, a lot of us got to get our shit together, including me. A lot of us got to get our shit together, you know, especially when they're dealing with these children, you know, because these children, again, they are totally getting out of control, okay? Now we're hearing so many stories now that the children is wiping out the parents now, you know, didn't think I see the day when that started happening, but it's happening. They wiping out the grown-ups now, you know, and the ages is getting young as 10 years old, you know. So on that message right there, you know, hey, I wholeheartedly agree with her, you know. But again, I guess I have to understand astrology to understand the message that she was pushing out there. But was it really all that called for, you know? They still don't have a motive as to why this happened, other than I guess this eclipse was a part of the play. All right. They didn't know what really prompted her to do this. As the articles I read when I did the earlier video, it said that they had some kind of argument. But what was the argument about though? You know, and hopefully it wasn't about this, but who knows? But they are interviewing friends and family for more details. Okay. So if anybody know anything about astrology, I don't know. Maybe I can give me some pointers about it, you know. But then again, do I really want to know what the hell it is? I don't, you know. Look, the eclipse, I never really gave a damn about it, to be honest, you know. But when I see what it did, I mean, it was, to me, it was a beautiful thing for what I saw, you know. It dimmed the sky, the city was looking dim and stuff. Hey, it was a sweet little feeling to me. But all the people who camping and throwing parties and all that, I thought that was a little bit too much. But you know, hey, wherever floats your boat. But in all, I really didn't give a damn about the eclipse. It didn't bother me that much because hey, I was trying to work. Fuck the eclipse. I'm trying to work and get these bills paid, you know. So the eclipse didn't do shit for me. But again, to me, it was a beautiful sight. I don't know. I like what I saw. It was beautiful, you know. But anyway, though. God, let's get into this, and you know, hey, I'll share your thoughts, what y'all think was going on. And they finally showing her face, and she was a pretty girl. You know, that don't mean, you know, she wasn't fucked up in the mind, but as you can see, she was a pretty girl. You know, so let's go.
New at 10 tonight, we've learned that the suspect in this week's horrific murder-suicide was an online astrology influencer. Here's a look at her, who posted about the solar eclipse being the apocalypse. Fox 11's Gina Silva, she's live with developing new information on this case tonight. Gina?
Marla, this case has been so shocking from beginning to end, and now we're learning about a new disturbing layer to this tragedy.
A lot of our foundations as a society are toxic. They're ungrounded and they're unrealistic.
LAPD confirms Danielle Johnson, a.k.a. Danielle Ayoka, seen here on the Scotty and Sylvia show, was an astrology influencer on social media who was concerned about the eclipse.
Eclipses, there's more births, there's more deaths.
Leading up to the eclipse on Monday, Danielle, who went by the handle Mystic X Lipstick, made several alarming posts like these. Wake up, the apocalypse is here. And the eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. She also reposted alerts that signaled this is the final warning. Something big is coming.
This type of story is probably one of the most tragic and horrifying stories that we'll ever hear about.
Like the rest of us, clinical psychologist Dr. David Swanson, who never treated Danielle, is trying to make sense of this horrific tragedy. Just hours before the eclipse was to take place over California, Danielle stabbed her boyfriend to death in Woodland Hills, pushed her kids out of a moving car on the 405 freeway in the Westchester area, which resulted in the death of her 8-month-old baby and the injury of her 9-year-old daughter. Then Danielle died after crashing her Porsche into a tree in Redondo Beach.
Perhaps she thought that this eclipse meant that it was the end of the world. The apocalypse was here, especially because of some of the statements that she made.
There were plenty of similar posts and videos on social media predicting all kinds of disasters and the end of the world.
And when you're sitting on TikTok or you're on social media, and clearly she was an influencer, so you know she watched a lot of this stuff, it's very easy to get sucked into the fear that these videos start to create.
Could this have been postpartum depression?
I don't think it would have been totally postpartum depression because we have a...
Let me speak on that for a minute before I forget my thoughts. He says he's get sucked into, things like that on social media. He is absolutely correct. For example, we talked a few times about the TikTok challenges, how these youngins are getting influenced by seeing these videos, doing all these crazy ass challenges. Example, the NyQuil, cook your chicken in NyQuil challenge, which I thought that was the stupidest shit I ever heard. But you actually had some people that was doing it and got influenced and watching them videos and started doing it too. Some of them started getting sick, some of them dying. You had one of the stupidest one of all, the Tide Pod challenge. Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody literally put a Tide Pod in their mouth, okay, and this damn thing popped open in their mouth, and people started dying and getting sick off of that. So he said that, I could totally agree. And it is easy to get sucked in this stuff, But to me, the catch to that is, I think it's to me, it's how easy your mind can be influenced, If you got a mind, I guess, if it's safe for me to say, some kind of like weak, you just willing to believe anything or whatnot, then yeah, it'd be easily to get sucked into it. Or if you looking just for popularity or just for somebody like you or whatnot, it'd be easy to get sucked into it, because everybody at one point in time in their life want to be down with the cool kids. Amen. Remember we was in school, how everybody used to hang around these thug dudes, these thug women. They do some of the most, and you want to be part of that group too, because you want people to like you too, because you saw how people gravitate towards them. So we would do stuff to try to press them so we could try to get in the in crowd as well. But then you find out soon enough that in crowd wasn't shit. Okay? The in crowd kept getting in trouble that you weren't used to getting in trouble. Meaning at a young age, police kept calling, putting them in the back of the car, taking them down to their station or whatnot, even though they got out. But they kept getting in trouble, going down, get put in them back of the cars or whatnot. Shit happening at home that ain't happening to your home. Shit happening up in their home. It just a bit, just crazy, the things that you saw behind it that was going on. See, other places, if a fool don't know, they're going to fall for it. Preach. Let me say it again. If a fool don't know, they will fall for anything. All right? But it was up to us to wise up and get smart and be like, hey, you know what? I thought this was cool, but I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. So let me skedaddle on up out of here, all right? Let me skedaddle on out of here, all right? So again, yes, it is easy for a lot of people to get sucked into this shit. If you allow yourself to get sucked into it. Okay. Again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Do I believe in some of that stuff? I mean, it all depends on what the topic is. I probably believe in a little percentage of it. But to get all focused into it and try to make everything a conspiracy, no. And now we hearing now that she can get this serious, that it's leaking into your family, where you're hurting your children over it. That's when you know it's getting serious, and maybe we need to have a change of thought of how serious we take this stuff. And then one more thing I want to say. That lady who was in the courtroom that I played the video of, I think that was last week I did it. My man Gears came over in the comment section. He said that's actually a real thing. When she came in talking about she princess or whatever, she identifies herself as a Moor. I think that's what they call it. Gears told me in the comment section it's actually a real thing. You got people who identify themselves as that type of shit. He said it's really real. Weird, but it's real. You got people who identify with that. I said, oh, okay. I thought the bitch was just crazy, but he said she's one of them that identify herself as that, and she really believe in that. I said, wow, well, you learn something new every day. So this shit wild, man. Shit wild.
A lot of women who deal with postpartum depression, and it doesn't result in something like this. But certainly any type of mood disorder makes it much harder to cope with other things as they start to come up.
Looking at this tragedy in hindsight, Dr. Swanson says there were obvious signs. The happy and smiling Danielle had changed and was struggling with something dark.
She was warning people. She was saying, pick a side. The way that she typed about it was in all caps. It looked like she was very disturbed.
If you or someone you know is struggling with a mental health crisis, this is the number to call. 866-903-3787. I'm Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.
So this is what's behind the story. This was part of behind the story. She was heavily involved in this. And it seemed like everything was okay until this eclipse thing came. Seemed like she was okay. But when this eclipse came, that's when everything took a turn for the worse. Now I looked up what is astrological influence, and it says that astrologists believe the alignment of the planets and stars can influence events and behaviors. Eclipse can magnify things and represent new beginnings. Okay, that's what I see right here when I type this in. What exactly is that? This is what they believe. All right. Now I ain't, some shit just too scary to be fucking with. If you ask me though, some of this shit just sound too scary to be fucking with. Okay. Hey Chaz, what's up? Long time. What's going on? Okay. The real AK said, "Fool can still know and still do it." Yes, sir, bro. That's well said right there. Yes, sir. I totally agree with that. Yes. So here will be one of the important questions. How did this involved hurting the babies and in the magnitude that she did it? All right, that would be the question. What was it about this that was so powerful that it caused you to do what you did to these babies? That shit was brutal. Then they say she was driving 100 miles in the car on the highway. Now, I don't know if she was driving at speed when she kicked them babies out or whatnot. But y'all heard the first stories they came out. She pushed them out the car while the older one was holding the younger one. When they got pushed out the car, somebody ended up hitting the younger one, and the younger one died. Whoever that person that hit that baby, man, I can imagine how fucked up that was to know what they hit. And again, that 9-year-old that survived, there were a number of angels watching that baby. She was able to get out of traffic and get on the side. Like, wow. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? There's one right here. They say she drove off and bam. That was it. That was it. 3 lives gone. 3 lives gone. And over what? Over what? Because I'm sure it's more to it than just this damn eclipse thing. It's way more to it. Because remember when I first hit the story, it said they was arguing. What were they arguing about? And how much did that 9-year-old see that she's able to tell the law enforcement what she saw? Which she should not have seen it at all. You know, that's why I tell y'all, man, y'all got to start doing stuff in front of your babies, man, because they repeat shit. All right? They repeat what they see and they repeat what they hear. And God knows what probably was being said and God knows what probably was being done. And that shit can repeat on these children, especially when they get older, because they saw that you do it. They thought it was okay. They going to start doing that shit to other people. And that's a no-no. That's no-no. And that's one thing I'm afraid of now. Whatever they did in front of her, whatever they said in front of her, she gonna get older. If she don't get the counseling that she needs, she gonna be a loose cannon. Cause that shit will fuck anybody up. It probably fuck me up if that happened when I was little and I still remember that shit. That shit probably fuck me up. So that's what I'm afraid of. That 9-year-old could grow up and be a loose fucking cannon. Because of this incident right here that fucked her up so bad. All right. Let's see what else. Thought I had something else up here. And like they said right here, investigators say they may never really know what prompted her to do it. They would never know what prompted her to kill the partner. They don't know what prompted her to kill the child. But they are interviewing her friends and family for more information. You know, tell her what the friends and family are gonna say. Okay, they say he was a live-in boyfriend, but then you had other articles saying they was married. So I don't know if they were boyfriend or were they married. Boyfriend, girlfriend, or were they married? And right here it says her 9-year-old daughter witnessed the homicide. She saw it. Wow. She stabbed Cheney, which was the boyfriend, in the chest while he was on the couch, according to Los Angeles Times. She reportedly tried to drag his bloody body out of the apartment, but at some point gave up and dragged the body back in the apartment kitchen. She then fled with her 2 young daughters in a dark colored Porsche. The mother and the 2 children were in an SUV on the 405 freeway in the Westchester area. When Johnson slowed the moving vehicle, opened the passenger door, and then told her daughters to get out of the car. Oh, she told them to get out of the car. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And when the daughter didn't do that, she then forcefully pushed them out the vehicle in the middle of the freeway while the 9-year-old was holding the 8-month-old baby. Los Angeles Police Department Lieutenant Guy Nolan said. The infant fell to the pavement and was fatally struck by a passing vehicle. Good Samaritans found the children on the freeway and called 911. Emergency responders pronounced the baby dead at the scene, and her older sister was transported to a hospital. The surviving child was later placed in the custody of the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services. And they say when she made it to Redondo Beach, she reached speeds of 100 miles per hour. And the SUV slammed into a tree on the corner of an intersection, and Johnson was pronounced dead at the scene. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, man. That shit is wild. That shit is crazy, man. That's a lot to soak in. That's a lot to soak in. All right. There was a verbal altercation that turned violent and ended in tragedy. That's a lot to soak in, man. I mean, it got to be more than just this eclipse shit. It's got to be more than that, you know. Unless she is just psycho, who knows? Who knows? God damn. God damn. All right, but let's continue. Let's continue.
Got new details tonight about that double murder-suicide involving a family, including a little 8-month-old child. The LA Times is reporting now that the suspect, identified as Danielle Johnson, was also a controversial astrology influencer who was worried about this week's solar eclipse. Police sources telling the LA Times that those concerns over the eclipse may have been a contributing factor in the crimes. Now, Johnson went by the online name of Danielle Ayoka and had recently referred to the solar event as a spiritual warfare, posting online that the eclipse was here. And then just a few days later, the tragic chain of events started to unfold. Her partner was stabbed to death. Her baby died after being thrown from a car. Another child has been injured, and Johnson herself died in a car crash. Now, investigators found tarot cards and black feathers at the crash scene, and they believe that the eclipse may have been a factor in these killings, though the motive is still unclear.
New video.
Black feathers. What the hell? What's that sign of? Black feathers. Wow. Black feathers and tarot cards. Let's see here. Okay, what I'm looking at right here, black feathers are widely regarded as a positive omen and could symbolize good things coming to you. In this article, we'll walk you through every possible spiritual meaning of finding, dreaming of, or seeing a black feather. Plus, we'll tell you exactly what to do to harness its power and get happiness as positivity flowing your way. Okay. One meaning saying seeing a black feather suggests that your ancestors are guiding you. It may be a sign to take a leap of faith. Oh, Lord. Seeing a black feather may be a symbolic or superb health to come. Seeing a black feather signifies strengthening relationships. Black feather is thought to be a sign of your dreams coming true. Seeing a black feather is symbolic of good vibes entering your life. A black feather may signify that hardships are coming to an end. A black feather is thought to represent positive transformation. Finding a black feather outside may signify happy life changes. Okay. So from what I'm reading right there, for the most part, it seems like it got like positive things it's speaking about. So what the hell happened, you know? If that's what a black feather supposed to represent, it's like mostly represent things that's somewhat good. So damn, what happened? What really happened? You know, damn. I gotta tell you, this is one I can't cipher. You know, usually I can come in and do my commentary and kind of analyze what I think might have happened, but this one kind of hard to cipher, analyze anything that happened. You know, because we just don't know. You know, and she was into all this shit. We just don't know what really made this woman snap. Okay, but I will say this: when I say to the men, you know, again, guys, you know, you see a pretty face, we see a pretty face. We don't do no background check. We just instantly go for it, you know, because she was a pretty woman. She was. Again, take stories like these and take heed to it, and maybe we need to start doing background checks and all this stuff too before we start fucking with somebody, because you just never know what you're gonna get at the end. You know, the beginning always beautiful. The beginning is always smile and laughter and sweet as honey and all that stuff. When you start getting down in the middle right there, you know, that's when some of that shit start coming out. And you're gonna see how the person really is, you know. So yeah, guys, maybe we gotta start doing it too. doing background checks with some of these folks, and they'll be like, you know, it's probably not be a good idea. You know, better to be safe than sorry, like they always say. Okay, better safe than sorry. She may have had the feather to protect her family, but she killed them though. You know, that's the crazy part. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Really, okay. You know, from what I read about the black feather, it sounds like it's a lot of good stuff when you get a black feather. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's a crazy one right there. That's a real crazy one, you know. But if they talk to the 9-year-old, and maybe the 9-year-old probably could repeat some of the stuff that she heard, you know, maybe they'll give us a better understanding of what really happened. At least they're gonna find a camera in the house that caught everything, you know. But who knows, man? I can't analyze this one. Yeah. Yeah, I can't analyze this one because I just don't know. This is kind of hard. It's kind of hard to decipher this. Who knows, man? What really happened right here? You said, can I do a background check on mental health? Sometimes people just snap. Yeah. I just tell y'all what, man. I'm gonna leave this one right here for now, man. Till more information come out, cause I don't know what to say about this. You know, this got to be a question mark on my head. You know, what the fuck? You know, that's all I can say right now. You know, what the fuck? You know, I just don't know. I don't know what to say after this. I really don't. You know, is it something that he said, or is it something she saw, or what the hell, you know? Because from what the article I just read, they say he was just laying there and she just went in there and stabbed him in the chest. And how they put it, she just did it out of nowhere. So I don't know what to say about this, y'all. But only thing I can tell y'all on this, man, hey, stay tuned for more updates. Unless somebody who see this and want to come out and speak on her, you know, I guess that's the only way we get a better understanding of how she really was, or whatever the news come out and saying what her friends and family are saying about it. I guess we can get a good idea of what was going on then. But other than that, though, you know, the story is still fresh and they're still coming out with updates as the story goes on, you know. So, as a matter of fact, let me type her name in and see if anything came up while I've been live. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. They giving a timeline, but I pretty much read all this. You know, an argument ensued. She stabbed him. 4:30. She had the 2 children with her. They saying around 5 a.m. she forced him out the car. And at 7:30, I guess the neighbors telling them they seen a bloody aftermath. You know, so ain't nothing really new just came out. You know, pretty much saying the same thing right now. So, wow. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I would say this. Thank y'all for listening. And hey, if more stuff come out, you know, hey, I'm on back and talk about it. But for now, that's pretty much it, man. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. All right, I'll catch y'all later, man.